Athletes are doing a lot more than winning games these days. They're speaking out on big issues, and not everyone is thrilled about it. Today, we're diving into the world of athlete activism. Picture this. It's 1968, and sprinters Tommy Smith and John Carlos just won gold and bronze. But instead of waving and smiling on the podium, they raised their fists in a silent protest against racial inequality. They were swiftly suspended from the U.S. team, but that one moment of resistance became a historic symbol for the fight against racial injustice. Then there was Muhammad Ali, the champ. In 1967, Ali famously refused to be drafted into the Vietnam War, saying, "I ain't got no quarrel with them Viet Cong." Ali was basically saying, "I'd rather lose my title than lose my principles." And that's exactly what happened. He lost his title and couldn't fight for almost 4 years. But his stance? It was as legendary as his uppercut. Flash forward to 2016. Colin Kaepernick took a knee during the national anthem. Some called it brave, others called it disrespectful, but either way, his career in the NFL took a hit. It was as if he'd tackled a quarterback without even being on the field. But Kaepernick's protest against police brutality and racial inequality started a movement that went far beyond football. And if you're thinking, but what about the consequences? Oh, there were consequences. Now, don't think activism is just for the guys. In the 1970s, Billie Jean King took on Bobby Riggs in the Battle of the Sexes, proving that women's sports deserved respect and pay equality. When she won, it wasn't just a victory on the court, it was a game, set, and match for gender equality. And more recently, Naomi Osaka withdrew from the French Open to focus on her mental health. Some said she was overreacting, but she said, "I'll take my self-care and my trophies, thank you very much." LeBron James has built an empire on and off the court, and he's never been afraid to speak up. In 2014, he wore an "I Can't Breathe" t-shirt to protest the death of Eric Garner. LeBron's philosophy? If you've got a voice, use it. Now here's where things get messy. Activism can come at a price, a literal price. Kaepernick, for instance, lost out on millions in endorsement deals, while other athletes have been dropped by sponsors for their outspoken views. Brands are left in a tough spot, weighing, do we support the athlete against, do we avoid controversy? Today's younger athletes are taking activism into new territory. Megan Rapinoe is a force for LGBTQ+ rights, and young athletes are raising their voices about everything from climate change to student loan debt. They're showing that being an athlete doesn't mean you can't care about what's happening off the field. Social media is helping them reach millions instantly, though sometimes it means they're facing criticism even faster. So what do you think? Should athletes use their platforms for activism, or should they keep it about the game? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because we'd love to hear where you stand.